This video and its contents are for adult collectors. The first Transformer, the one that started it all. A lot of people probably credit that honor to Optimus Prime, but the real GOAT is this guy, Spin-out, who my friend actually had the honor of naming before immediately killing him off. This fake Matrix wannabe has a slick red not Lamborghini alt mode that is legally distinct from a Countach. He has some black accents and the silver engine piece to break up the red, but nothing here is new from Sunstreaker, unlike his two-pack partner, Corden. I don't know how they did it, but this is one of the few instances where the pegged wheels feel like they're pinned, and it's really nice. There's really not a lot to say about this guy, as like a lot of Diaclone, he has little to no lore, and Spin-out is no exception, only really appearing in Masters and Mayhem, shout out Patreon supporter Luke Thompson. For size comparison, here he is with Reveal the Shield Jazz, Legacy Crankcase, Legacy Gold Bug, and Machine Wars Hoist. Before we get started on transformation, my friend Dumb Jake has a new podcast called Back Kibble. I'll throw up their first episode as an iCard. He didn't ask me to do that, I just wanted to. Anyway, let's transform Spin-out. Start off by removing the arms by pulling the arms out here. Don't pull off the tire, that's actually a cardinal sin. And then bring out the arms. There. Now we're going to do a series of rotations. You're going to rotate once here. Now that you've done that, bring the head up and out of the cavern. Then you want to lift the windshield up into the chest and then rotate again. So you eventually end up rotating the legs 180 degrees. Now the tolerances on Spin-outs are very, very tight. So just kind of wedge your finger between the thigh and the shin and pull it out and then clip them back down into place. Flip the foot forward, flip the heel out, adjust the foot because you put it up too high. Do the same on the other side. Now that you have his legs done, you can rotate his arms down and fold out his hands. Now that you've done that, you have Spin-out in his pretty glorious robot mode. If you like my channel's content, support it with a Patreon subscription or channel membership, links below. Thank you. This is a gorgeous bot mode. Spin-out really takes a great mold and makes it greater. The red flows way, way better than the mismatched yellows on Sunstreaker, and the black is really bold here as well. The details just pop, and that's thanks to the part separation throughout the figure. Articulation here is also fantastic and works fairly well, but does get held up on the shoulders. Tolerances are very good, as a lot of the Diaclone guy repaints tend to be. Simple doesn't stop this guy from being just fucking awesome. The hips in particular are really tight, and I wish he had a blaster of some sort aside from the dumb engine, but it is what it is. Kinda wish they leaned into the toy head a little bit here too, but Sunstreaker's head's already toy accurate enough, and they did give him the yellow eyes that I just love on my toy only characters. It really is a shame that Spin-out doesn't appear in Masters and Mayhem and is just a text only bot, as seeing him in action would have been sick. I also wish he was a solo release instead of being packed with a narc, but we'll get to Corden another day. For comparison, here he is with G2 Hooligan. I'm just going to compare this guy to nothing. Legacy Crosscut, Yellow Splendid, Channel Mascot Laserfire, Channel Mascot Shattershock, and Machine Wars Hoist. Let's talk articulation on Spin-out. So starting us off, arms rotate 180, they go out that far. They do have some trouble going out if you turn them there. Bicep swivel, 90 at the elbow, no wrists. Ball joint at the head, and it's a pretty emotive one. He has a waist rotation, you would remember that from the transformation. Legs are on some very tight hips, they go forward and back that far, out that far, 90 at the knee, thigh swivel, ankle, whoa, hello, ankle tilt, full inversion ankles, ankle tilt, toe up a little bit, toe down, and his heels can wiggle. So, I mean, slightly, oh my gosh, slightly above average articulation, if only just because of the hips. I do wish he had some wrist swivels in there, but overall, oh, also some double joint at the shoulder there, almost forgot that. But yeah, I mean, fairly good articulation, all things considered. I just wish these had just a touch more clearance, but you can kind of futz it. So yeah, Spin-out, very, very posable.
Spin-out is a really cool toy. He's like a bizarro version of Sunstreaker where Sideswipe and Sunstreaker swap colors, and I think maybe that's why I like him so much. Maybe I like him so much because, as I mentioned, he is the first Transformer. Or maybe it's because my friend worked on him, so I kind of have a direct link to the source material for this guy. Or maybe it's just because it's a really damn good repaint. Spin-out looks awesome. He feels awesome. His tolerances are better than my Sunstreakers. And so is a lot of the Diaclone guys. And maybe that's why I'm drawn to them so much. Maybe it's interesting to think about what could have been. This could have been Sunstreaker, or Spin-out, as he would have been called. We could have seen most of the Diaclone guys just be imported, and that's kind of fun to think about. You know, how would Transformers as a landscape be different? Would we be getting Sunstreaker as a Generations Selects version instead of Spin-out? Who knows, and I'm just left to ponder about it. If you can find this guy for under $100 with Corden, I say somewhere in the 60 to 70 range, I think they're totally worth the price. They are fun repaints of a good mold, and totally worth adding to the collection. But with that said, YouTube thinks you'll like this video right here. I have some support links down in the description. Go click those, and I'll see you in the next one. This has been Bots Obsession.